Hello my friends, welcome to Electronic channel. This is Uncle Misha, and today we have this old Grundig AM/FM SW radio, and I think we have to restore it. So this is going to be restoration of this radio. It seems to be looking okay, just dirty, but we don't know what's going on inside. We don't know if it operates, so we're gonna together take a look at that. And this looks like not too big of a unit, and has a little light here and things like that, and it probably have few more other surprises. So stay with me and we'll try to fix it together. So what do we have? This is Grundig FR-200 recycle power. Why? Because it has this. And I don't know if it's working, but at least it's rotating. So that's actually pretty cool. This seems to be a radio really aimed on camping, right? Because it has light here, it has this, and it has 4 bands: AM, FM, SW1, SW2, world band receiver. I'm not sure how many content we're gonna have on SW1 or 2 on shortwaves. Yeah, I'm not sure. It has a flashlight, light here. Not sure what that really is supposed to be. Let me take a screwdriver and poke. Is this like the... Yeah. Oh, this is hilarious. Looks like... Oh my god. It looks like this is detachable a flashlight. Obviously it runs a light bulb, so maybe just not even working, because light bulb can just burn out, but we can replace it with proper LED. Right, so we have tuning here, fine tuning and rough tuning. That's all kind of spinny. This kind of works. Look at that, it's looking pretty cool. Oh my. And we have volume knobby, we have power selector, so dynamo, and then battery adapter and power off. Okay, looks like it's not working. Okay, oh, I don't know. I thought when I rotate this a little bit do something, but looks like not. It has a switch for four bands: FM, shortwave, and AM. Like that. So I'm just kind of wondering, design-wise, this is like could be just switch like that. I don't know why to put this big thing. This is completely useless. So on the back we have an antenna. We have DC in 4.5 volt. We have earphones, probably mono. I don't think this thing's stereo. Yeah, I think this mono FM, which means it's gonna have a little bit better sensitivity, and the battery compartment. So what do we have in the back? Yeah, okay, well, that's telling. Okay, that's telling. So this thing has rotten away a little bit, and there is even some whatever fluff in here. So it looks like the battery compartment. I hope this thing works, because this already started making me scared that this may be completely destroyed inside, because this battery is too deep inside, and if it's leaked, it could have leaked in the radio itself. So yeah, this clearly is yikes. Yeah, there is some crap inside there too. So let's disconnect this shit. Okay, gonna wash my hands, obviously. Well, I'm not sure even there is any sense of measuring voltage of this. Okay, 600 milliamp per hour, 3.6 volt. Yeah, I probably can find a replacement for it, or just use 3 AA's. Yeah, rechargeable AA's. But that's not a good sign. This is probably that just gonna go straight into the garbage. Oh, well guys, we're probably gonna start taking this thing apart, and I hope I'm not gonna see a bunch of ruined PCB stuff in there, otherwise it's gonna break my heart, because I thought this is really good radio for camping. Obviously I'm gonna take it, oh yeah, this is rusty, and wash it very nicely. Okay, I don't like this. This is already stuck for good. Okay, this is coming. Okay, this is coming as well. Yeah, looks like they all have some sort of signs of corrosion. I have suspicion the screws is busted. Let me take a more powerful screwdriver here. No, the screwdriver doesn't fit. Let me take a smaller screwdriver. Wow, you may have a problem. You may have a problem. So look like this screw is so rusted away. I don't even know what the heck happened to it, and I can't take it. Cannot unscrew it. So let me fiddle, guys, off camera because that may take some time. Okay, so I used all possible screwdrivers and I couldn't take it apart. Sorry, unscrew it. So what I ended up doing, resorting, actually, hope you see that. No, it's really hard to see in this light. I resorted to actually drilling it out. Yes, here we are. I'll show you how it looks like. I was doing it in stages, like slowly, drill a little bit, take a look with this little flashlight, drill a little bit, because I didn't want to drill through this top, this I was using drill press, so it's actually way more control, but much better control. Okay, so looks like this is the one, I think, maybe holding, because I thought this is just holding antenna, but maybe not. No, there is something else. Is there anything else right here? Hopefully they didn't put any. I took already apart this one. What the hell? It does look like they have any screw. That sucks. Looks like this already lifted. So it looks like there is one more hidden screw, which just sucks. Is it? Yes. Why would you do that? Huh? Why would you do? I will reglue this later. Hope this is not gonna be one of those. Okay, this is better. Okay, I'm pretty sure this was can go back. Yeah, of course. Looks like it's lost its little. Ta-da! All right. Oh, it's a dynamo. Okay, so dynamo definitely needed to be re-lubricated. Okay, I lost a little screw here. It was unnecessary. Can we just push this antenna through? I'm gonna unscrew as many things as possible, like really. Okay, this is freed. I'm gonna push this antenna through. That is freed. Okay, last thing is, oh, this is in some sort of crud. But looks like PCB, because it's suspended, it's not that badly affected. So this seems to be doing a job. Yeah, look at this mechanic. Obviously all this crap needed to be cleaned up. Alright, so let me take a soldering iron and unsolder this thing, sorry, the battery leads here, and this thing can go be washed separately. Antenna is okay, rest is okay. Yeah, this is all horrible. Okay. So, okay, so we have to unsolder these. I said unsolder this guy and that guy. Now we can clean this all crap. Probably gonna unsolder antenna, because it's gonna just interfere. Probably gonna be not that easy to unsolder this metal chunk, but I have pretty beefy, chunky soldering iron. Alright, okay, I freed the antenna as well. This definitely needs some washing. Probably water, not dishwasher. Now we have all this glory. So this is like power side, and looks like there is nothing going on really here. So what's interesting right here, we have a rectifier. Okay, gonna shut this down. I don't think I need it anymore. Okay, let's use this pokey bits. Looks like we have a rectifier right here. So cool, probably this wire is coming, yeah, straight from this dynamo, 3 phases, and that's why there is a 6 diodes. So yeah. Okay, this is cool. Kind of surprised to me not seeing any IC whatsoever. I'm not sure what's gonna be happening on the underside or underbelly of this thing, but no ICs at all. It's actually quite simplistic. So let me unscrew some screws right here and see what's underneath, but it's surprisingly not much. Huh. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't see any ICs. Oh, there is IC. I was lying. So looks like we have IC1 right here, obviously on the other side, and that's it. So only one IC, and this. By the way, they could have just. You see this wire? There is a B3 connector. They could have just used the connector. No, they just probably did solder it underneath there. Yeah, okay. Well, I can put the connector here if we want. I have a bunch of different JST connectors of different various sizes, so you can just plop it up. And maybe for this 4-pin B2, I'm gonna be touching this B1 because, you know, it's very nice to actually just disconnect it, and that's it. So yeah, now we're gonna take a look what underneath right here. This is our antenna. Yeps, cool. Yeah, and I'm just curious, how do I have to, looks like I have to poke this center thing in order to take this away. This one probably just gonna be as easy as that. Usually the potential, oh, maybe not. It's not that cooperative. But it should. I see no like I see no screw, so it's not screwed in. Yeah, it just probably. Okay, this dynamo. Oops. What am I losing here? Just lost something. I don't know what the heck is this. Looks like some kind of spacer or whatever. I'm just gonna leave it here. So yeah, clearly I lost it. Okay. So let's do some. I don't want to ruin this thing, but it seems like it's not cooperating. Oh wow, I need like something beefier. Alright, took some persuasion. Oh, it has some kind of glue strip here to probably secure this thing in place. Yeah, that was easy, but what to do is this guy? I don't know, do I have to poke in here in order to get access to some kind of screw? Let me... It looks like someone was poking right there. Unless I'm crazy and it's just... I think it is, yeah! Look at that! Take a look at that. Phillips. You know, the one thing kind of whoa! You're right. Is it gonna come out? Look at that, it's a planetary gear box. Potentially, I don't need to even poke here because this seems to be the whole... No, I won't be able to, yeah, because this one is actually behind this plate, so this has to come out. But how? How? It's gonna come out? I do not know. No idea. Wow, that's a bit of a contraption here. Okay, I will then somehow figure this out, how to put it back on. But right, how do I disassemble this guy? Let me try to unscrew that, maybe this will give me some better understanding. There's a whole bunch of self-toppers. Well, technically I can just check if it works and then I don't really have to take it to bits, but I want to, first of all, to understand what's in there, and secondly, just to clean it up, because it's very filthy. Also want to see on the other side, to see what kind of IC is there. Oh wow, a whole bunch of screws. Hope that's it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay, well, clearly this thing has to somehow either come out or... Oh, okay, I think it's inserted. Oh yeah, okay, that's better. Whew. Look at that. This is amazing. Planetary gear. I love it. Okay, that has to be cleaned, but actually it's working fine. Maybe don't need to clean it. It's all lubricated properly. So now we can Can we? Yes, we can. Ho ho ho! How dirty is that? Holy smokes! Yikes! Well, actually, yeah, I have no access to the IC just because it's hidden behind this module, like this tuning module, and I don't want to touch it for the reason that because I don't want to play, like, don't want to fiddle with the this wire, like this how you call it, the tuning cable. You see? Yeah, I don't want to fiddle with the tuning cable unless, yeah, I see unless this variable capacitor is just inserted into something and that's it. But yeah, there is a whole bunch of SMD componentry here. It's a bit more complicated than I thought. It's a bit more complicated. Okay, here we are. Here is the how do you call it, the alternator connected right here, or generator. So it can be a plug, so I can use the definitely gonna put JST connector right here. Well, providing this whole thing works, then I would like to unglue that because there is a lots of crud here. So this switch is, I will deal with it as well. I will take it apart. Then I will try to probably the same story. I have to like detach it like this. Oops, because it doesn't look like it has a screw in there. Not coming off. Oh, it has C-clip. Okay, this is getting more fun than I expected. It has C-clamp, I meant to say. Wow, how are we gonna take it off? Wow, okay, I need to think about it, how to take... Okay, I can unscrew that for sure, but then what? Okay, let me... Well, I'm just doing it, I guess. Exactly, that's what I thought. That's it. Game pretty much over. How do you unclip this thing? How do you shove the C-clip tool into there? I have no idea. Maybe we can just push it with the screwdriver, I don't know. Just like that, hey? Okay. It's not C-clamp. It just well, ish. It is. It is. My God, it's all in this goop. So that's like that. It just inserted, like inserted. So yeah. Okay, that's gonna be definitely addressed. So what else we have here? The speaker gonna be pried out. I think we have to pry it away. Okay. Somehow, because it looks like it just freaking glued. And I can just glue it, no problem. or come up with some 3D printable contraption to secure this mega speaker right here. 16 ohm, half a watt. It's not too shabby. All right. It's a bit not cooperating. Yeah, someone didn't bother to come up with some kind of retaining bracket. They just spray it with like a whole bunch of ridiculous glue and Bob's your uncle. Yikes, it's actually, oh my god, maybe I have to replace the speaker. Oh, yikes. Oops. Wow. It's horrible. Looks like it was like inserted in milk or something. It's definitely some kind of organic looking compound right here. Okay, the only one thing was left is actually to remove this to unsolder this wire. And I'm gonna replace it for something a bit longer. And probably something a little bit nicer. Maybe silicone. Ta-da! Alright. So we have removed this. Okay, this electronic jazz, okay, sits right here. Oh my god, it's so much crud here. Okay, now this all can be washed. Yeah, probably I'll just unscrew this as well. Okay, this is definitely gonna be washed straight in the sink, in the water and some detergent. This probably as well. Yeah, despite the fact it has a little bit of, you know, residue, I think in the water it'll be fine. Yeah, this has to be properly washed. So let me wash all that and some, you know, other bits and bobs. You know, pretty much everything. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. That's gonna be washed very carefully. Probably separate. That's gonna be washed, that can be washed as well. Okay, I'll be back after I make this look much nicer. So while we are cleaning the rest of the parts, I decided to unsolder some of the bits and pieces here. So first of all, I'll be unsoldering that. You know, I'm gonna turn this into a JST connector. I hope like this is the pin out for connector. It'll be so much easier. And I just realized that this speaker unfortunately is quite a bit too crusty. So it's solidified with some kind of crap in making scratchy noises. So I'm gonna unsolder it and see if I can find a replacement. If no, I'll think about something. Yeah, because this is a little bit too ugly for my liking. So this is probably gonna salvage speaker from something else. Yeah, think about it. Then we have to unsolder all this stuff. I don't really like. I think in this particular case, it doesn't polarity sequence of these wires doesn't matter. But I already took a photo, so I'm gonna be remembering where they're supposed to be. But polarity doesn't matter because this is just three-phase. It's like essentially this motor is a brushless DC motor, but in this case it's a brushless DC generator. Yeah, so this is, yeah, exactly. If I would pick one of my brushless DC motors from a little tiny quadcopter and cramped right here somehow, it would be working perfectly the same way. Maybe I'll do that. I'm just curious if who would be more efficient. The problem is I won't be able to remove this gear because it's probably thermally injected. So essentially they warm up the gear, put it on this shaft, and that's it. Yeah. And then when it's cooled down, it's as good as whatever. It's there forever, essentially. So I think I would be able to remove it because there is no clips, there are no screws, there is nothing. This gear is there forever. Yeah. Yeah, I'll think about it, but I don't think I would be able to remove it. Anyways, let's unsolder. Hey. Sometimes the soldering iron annoys me. Yeah, it just shuts down on its own for some reason. Oh, here we are. Okay, so this all gonna be cleaned up. Maybe I even take apart all the gearing and clean up from this half solid gunk. It's like gelatin right now, this lubricant. So I have better lubricants, more modern, and that's pretty much it. So I already cleaned up all this stuff with alcohol. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use contact cleaner to clean up all those switches. I think they'll be fine. I didn't check potentiometer if it's scratchy or not. I'm just gonna clean up no matter. And I'm gonna clean it up anyways. Unfortunately, I don't wanna take apart this tuning contraption, but I would like to see what's underneath. I'll think about how easy it is to get down there, but definitely I see quite one big IC in this area, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's right under that plate. So at this point, probably gonna continue with this. Okay, guys, so I try to kind of see how good and what the condition kind of what is the condition of this little speaker, 16 ohm speakers, and I realized actually it's not doing well. If you pay attention, you see what I'm seeing? Yeah, it's actually probably for fidelity, which can this radio provide. It's not that of a big deal, but yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. And unfortunately, I have no replacement, so I have to think, what can I do? I have nothing to salvage the similar speaker from, so maybe I just keep it, and when I happen to come across something I can salvage the speaker from, I will do that. So what I would like to do right now, actually, after fiddling with all this stuff, I would like to actually power it up and see if it works. So here we are. So we have a battery. What is this? Earphones. Okay, so this is earphones and this is 4.5 volt battery. So it probably just goes parallel with this output or input power jack. And I just realized this needed to be cleaned up because it's all kind of green in there, or maybe just completely chuck it. Also, I would like to see where exactly it goes, and there should be some kind of circuit here which I think charges that. So yeah, that's something to figure out. It's important to figure out just to understand if I can, what kind of battery I can reuse here, and obviously it's need to be cleaned up. If I will try to reuse, if I can reuse, for example, some kind of LiPo battery, that would be interesting. And if I would be able to charge it with this, yeah, I would like to know that. So, but nevertheless, let's just try to power it up. First, let's solder this speaker back on. Yeah, I'm gonna solder it back on. Just quickly boom, and quickly here. It's good. Now let's shut it down. It's kind of funny. I'm using the bench power supply for desoldering iron and for powering my equipment. So clearly I need another power supply for that. And you know what? I got one. Just a little side story. This meanwhile 24 volt 350 watts. That's overpower obviously for this dinky soldering iron, but I got it for cheap and it is very versatile. I can use it for 3D printer, I can use it for anything, but for now I can use it for soldering iron. So back to 4.5 volt. So 4.5 volt is here. Let's power it up. Oopsies, did you see that? It's ridiculous. And those wires probably all rotten because of the probably battery leakage. So yeah, horrible. Okay, now I'm just wondering, do I have to power it somehow? Battery adapter power off. Looks like there is no light here, or is it? No, nothing. Yeah, power supply consumes 0. Oh! Wow, this thing consumes 3 milliamps. Okay. Okay, 5 milliamps, 6 milliamps. Okay, well, let's leave it at 4 milliamp. I don't know what kind of band is this even. It looks like it's a fan. Let's rotate this. Works. Huh. This is shortwave, and here's AM. Oh, for AM, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I think the antenna there is not for AM, but for FM. You use, you use this ferrite core for AM, as far as I understand how it's supposed to work. Maybe I'm mistaken. Let me do something. There's that antenna. Anyways, nevertheless, sorry. Let's just back up. This was just to prove that this device is operational, and if it is operational, I can, here's the antenna cable, I can actually go ahead and put it all together. Okay, everything is clean, this is lubricated, I can put it all together, this all knobbies are nice and clean, things like that. Then we're gonna give it a test. This speaker I'm gonna somehow secure in place, because it's obviously not gonna be sounding nicely, but you know, yeah, whatever. Oh, forgot about one thing. Forgot about that. So the light here. Okay, let me see something. Okay, just made the hole a little bit bigger. I'm gonna put those two guys on, and I don't think it matters the polarity. Okay, back to our 4.5 volt. Okay, here we are. This is how it lights up. No noise anymore. Why? Interesting, I thought. Huh. Oh, look at this. I ripped the speaker wire. Okay, here we are. This is our light working. This is our radio working. It's a huge difference. So with light, this thing consumes 150, 190 to 200 milliamps. Without light, 5 milliamp. It's ridiculous. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. Interesting that light was just operating. It's not operating. Oh. Anyways, I'm losing this contact here. Interesting that light operates, doesn't matter what's the power switch on, so as long so it has own contact here, so this doesn't matter. Yeah, lights is it just probably directly wired. Alright, so let's assemble all these and solder the speaker back. I'll probably solder when I put it, attach it back into the case, and the rest of the stuff will go after. Yeah, guys, you couldn't believe it. I just did something very stupid. While I was unsoldering this thing in order to put it through this hole, I accidentally touched this cable and it snapped in an instant. Pooh, I just added myself a lot of work. Oh, such a bummer. Such a bummer. That's so stupid of me. Oh well. Let me take a photo of this position of the on the scale, and yeah, I'll continue from there. Damn. Yeah, now I have to disassemble all this stuff, which I want to avoid, but here we are. This is so stupid of me. What a shame. I don't even know how to take it apart. Oh, here one more screw. Shouldn't be a big deal, but like, And I have actually a wire for this purpose. Just like, I think I have. But just put it all together and then kind of make sure it's all tuned up very well. Yeah, that's gonna be pain. Alright, well, here we go, another 25 minutes of video. Oh, at least we can see the chippy. And it is Sony. Look at this. This is Sony CXA 169 1BM. Cool, cool, cool. It's very nice to see. Well, there's nothing more going on under this dial than just big chip and like two bodged capacitors right here, probably for some sort of tuning. Yeah, so I'll try not to like change any position of anything here, and I hope the wire, the rope I have is gonna be good enough for this purpose. Also, I have to kind of unglue it here, which is another, yeah, pain in the ass. So I have to be careful not to change this position, just to make sure I'm gonna be able to put it in the same way back. Okay, well, let's continue.